Thank you for tuning in. You may be wondering what's going on, guys, but it's the West Coast, Best Coast crew. Enjoy this special bonus episode with our friends at Primary Tenant Podcast. Gloves off, Seattle! Okay, well, hello, and welcome to another episode of Gloves Off, Seattle!
Gloves off Seattle?
I guess.
And Primary Tenant Pod.
Yay!
We tried.
It's a dual episode.
I love it. Yes. This is a mashup episode, or I don't even know. I don't even know what to call it, but crossover. Oh, it's a crossover.
Yeah. Worlds are colliding over here.
Worlds are colliding. So the week that we're currently in, we're dubbing Rivalry Week because we have had Cameron from Average Joe Sports Network on our podcast, and he is a Vancouver fan. And now we're having the Vancouver fans here with us today. So yay. Thank you, Joy and Will, for joining us.
We're super excited. This is we've been thinking about this for so long, and now we're finally doing it. So it's so much fun.
Basically, since our podcast started, we were thinking one day we're going to do a collab.
Yes.
And this will be the first of many, I am sure, that we will be on again, because we are, we're not rivals, but we're rivals.
Yeah.
I was like, we are rivals. What are you talking about? That's the whole point.
Fun. It's all fun and games.
Yeah. And of course, obviously, West Coast, Best Coast.
That's right.
So we have that.
That's right. Just so people that don't know, we've kind of made a conglomeration of West Coast, of the West Coast team creators, fans. And so
even if they're on the East Coast, Cameron.
Oh, is he on the East Coast?
He's
in
a fan.
Mississippi. No, he's a fan of Vancouver. It doesn't matter. So anyway, so we've dubbed ourselves West Coast, Best Coast with the expansion crew. So super exciting. So
it's a good time.
I know. I don't know where we want to start. We have so much to talk about because
wait. We always start in the same place.
That's true. Actually, that's true. We do always start in the same place. We always want to find out how people got into hockey. So why don't you guys tell us how you got into hockey? Because I want to know.
Okay,
and you can't say because you're Canadian. You cannot say that.
Cannot be.
It's not because we're Canadian. Actually, for a really long time, we thought we were terrible Canadians because we didn't really like hockey that much.
I will say
Controversy.
just kind of being from Vancouver, the Canucks are just in the air, they're everywhere. You kind of can't really escape them. So I guess we were kind of ambient hocky fans for most of our lives. I guess kind of vaguely interested in the Canucks,
but not majorly. So that's why we were like, oh, this hocky stuff. We don't really get it. And then
we weren't from a hockey family. It was just kind of not really in our lives. When did we actually become? It was a couple of years ago, actually, only just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, we got really into it.
We really got into it, and it was because of some teachers, and really it was female people in our lives who were mostly the hockey fans, and it was kind of through our kind of female relatives and teachers and stuff that we really became hockey fans.
I know.
Canucks fans first.
Because we also go to UBC, which has a hockey program, men's and women's hockey programs. And so it was free hockey because students get free tickets. So we were thinking, what's something we can do? It's we could go to hockey games. And so we started doing that. And mostly we actually followed the women's program. And we also started following the men's program as well. But it was through that as well. We just had free hockey every week that we could watch.
That is my favorite price. And that's the best way to get into it. I remember being a college student, probably before you were born, but wherever we could get food at the end of the month when money was around, free food at your event, great. Islamic something, I don't care. Let's go get some free food.
Whenever it's free, it's the best.
Exactly. So then we just kind of that was also I think where our investment with women's hockey came from as well. It was the UBC women's hockey program. Yeah.
And was that before the PWHL was started?
Yeah, it was.
It was kind of crazy. The first season we kind of watched, there was kind of some players would go to Europe after they graduated, and we were really proud of them. They're like, oh my God, they're playing in Switzerland. And then halfway through the second season where we were following them, suddenly the PWHL was a thing. And you could tell everyone's kind of career hopes changed mid-season.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Have any players come from UBC to
yes, Rylan McKinnon went undrafted, but she was signed by the Toronto Scepters. She was our captain. She was a UBC captain.
Yeah.
Not our captain, but and now she's playing in Boston. And then Shanreed Bassey was recently just drafted by Vancouver. That was really exciting because she was a great player to watch for free. It was crazy. We got to watch her for free for 3 years, 2 years. And that was really exciting. She's also the first South Asian
draftee.
Draftee.
Right.
Maybe player at all.
Yeah.
So we're really excited for her and McKinnon, and hopefully more draftees from our team, because there are some really good ones coming up too.
Exactly.
Well, and it's interesting because like a lot of the people that we've talked to, you know, whether that be the coaches or the players or, you know, the GM of our team, it's like there wasn't an idea for them even when they were in college, really, that professional hockey like was an option, right? And so now that the fact that like these women get to play, you know, their 4 years and then you know, potentially go pro like that, it's such an amazing thing that there's just a super viable option right now for them.
Yeah,
So
it's not like not every player who graduates in the program is going to have the PWHL opportunity, obviously, because like options are limited, and we're a U Sports school. We're not in the NCAA, where like most of the talent goes through.
yeah.
But like there's always like there's the hope, and
Yeah.
the hope gets realized, and it's incredible, and the teammates are supporting them, and yeah, we're so happy.
Yeah.
And then you
but
get to cheer her on at home. Your home.
That is
Toronto.
amazing. Yeah.
That's
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I want to talk about you guys, your PWHL fandom. So like you were fans long before we were fans because we didn't really glom onto the league until last year. So tell us about who you were fans of before.
Now, this is actually, we had different fandoms.
Yes, I know this.
Yeah. I started immediately once the teams were announced. I immediately fell in love with Toronto pretty much from day one. Day one being the game that they lost on New Year's Day 4-0 to New York.
I think that
painful moment.
wait. I think that Schroeder took care of that game. Did
Yes.
he?
Did.
New
Yeah.
York?
So that's from
Our
that
new
she was
goalie.
my
Let me
favorite
just
goalie.
say,
shout out
She is-
Schroeder.
she is.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
she
Yeah.
got the shutout, and I was like,
yeah.
she's the shutout goat. She's the Shro goat or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
say, don't repeat that. But you know,
Yeah.
they're
We're
like
not
my
going to get that
favorite, you know.
started.
For it now.
We're not going to get that started.
That's funny, yeah. But
I was also a fan of her. That's the thing. Like a lot of an aside, a lot of players on Seattle, like we were also like big fans of, and we're gonna continue to support them. You
yeah,
know?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. I was kind of torn between Montreal and Ottawa in my first year of fandom, actually. Um, it was weird because actually before the PWHL started, I was gearing up to be a PHF fan, which was like, one of the previous league, and then
Right.
obviously that didn't happen, and then it was the PWHL, and I was like, I was a Toronto fan for the PHF. I was gearing up for Toronto, and then
The six.
yeah,
The
the six,
Toronto six.
exactly.
Yeah. Mhm.
But then when the PWHL happened, I didn't really like Toronto that much, and suddenly I was more to Ottawa and Montreal.
And then we had some real games where we were at each other's
We couldn't
throats.
talk to each other.
Yeah.
It was great.
Wow. Serious.
Yeah, but
I
then
feel like that kind of happened for us in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Like someone was rooting for Minnesota, and I was like,
First round. Only in the first
exactly.
round.
That's what I said, Joy. I was like, what are you talking about? Minnesota, they're like they're the no, not the Thanos. Are they the Thanos? Is Thanos the bad guy in the Avengers movie? I can't.
Thanos is a bad
I
guy.
think so,
Where's our kids when you need them?
I know. That's what we need our children to tell me. And then the Avengers bad guy name. Anyway, but yes, no. I mean, no disrespect, but Frost cannot win the cup this year.
He's not for a third year.
Anybody
else.
anybody but the
Yeah.
Frost. That's right. That's right. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously, like we were kind of like casually watching at the end of last year, but because we had gone to the takeover tour. Did you guys go to the takeover tour last
We
year?
did.
too?
Yes.
Okay,
That
so
was
we-
an incredible moment.
We got the tickets like right away, and then
Yeah.
so excited for it.
And we took our mom as well, and that was really special because
Aw.
the first and only hockey game she'd seen up to that point was a game in the 80s.
yeah,
St. Louis versus
North
the
Stars.
North Stars in the NHL.
Wow.
So
Wow.
going from
Like, the
that
North Stars
and then
aren't
like
even
what
there anymore. Now they're Dallas. So that's dating yourself.
Yeah.
like
Oh no.
Professional Women's League play in like Rogers Arena, which he'd never been to. That was really special. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a great game. Even
I
though
will tell you
we
too.
lost.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Rogers Arena too. Like, I mean, it needs some updating as far as like accessibility and stuff. Like, let's talk about that. But the Jumbotron, you guys want to know what my favorite thing about the Jumbotron is? That it gives the on ice times. I love
Yeah.
I love to be able to watch like because like when we watch on TV, that's one of my biggest beefs about the PWHL is they don't put the ice like who's on ice, and I'm
Mhm.
just like I love it when we watch the NHL because like I can see like who's on the ice. So even if I can't really see them, like I know who's on the ice. And in Rogers Arena on the Jumbotron, guys, like that is a thing.
That's true. You know, maybe
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking like, okay, Pacific Coliseum, maybe you can also do that.
I know we're just putting it out there. We're putting it out there
Yeah,
in the universe. We would
exactly.
love to see
Yeah.
that. And fortunately, Climate Pledge does not have that. So we do, even though it's our, that's the big premier arena here. Like we don't have on ice times.
Well,
on
just
the
put that in the
Jumbotrons.
universe for all arenas, you know?
I
It's a
know.
great thing to have.
Help a girl out.
Yeah. It's actually kind of funny to me that you like Rogers because the times that I've been there, Upper Bowl, we're getting leaked on
That
in the
is
back
true.
row. Yeah.
Definitely
Water
need some
dripping on our
upgrades.
heads. So
That
Yeah.
happened once. That happened
and it did
once.
only happen
I'm
once.
pretty sure
Yeah.
I think they
fixed
spent
that
all the
problem.
money on the Jumbotron, so
Yeah.
Well, we could talk about the Pacific Coliseum before, and then once we talk about the Pacific Coliseum, because I feel like we're kind of, we're going by the history of what's all happened. So you guys, obviously, we did takeover tour. We did the takeover tour. That's when we got excited because we were like, oh my goodness, we're probably going to get a team, right? Like because they said if they do it, they're going to do Vancouver, Seattle, and so we knew it was coming. And then not only did we both get a team, obviously very excited, you guys got a primary tenant to, Pacific Coliseum. So
Yeah, that was honestly more than I had dreamed of. For some reason, I thought that we would be like way back in, the back of Beyond in Langley in the Langley Event Center. Like I didn't think that like if we got a team. But then I was thinking like, okay, well, we do have an empty arena sitting, it's just there, no one's using it. But I didn't actually think it would happen until it did happen. It was announced and with the PNE and then that was incredible. It's like, hey, we have a home and it's
Yeah.
our home,
Yeah.
like we're not sharing it with anyone else. And
Yeah.
it was, I think I started crying at some point when I first got it. It was just, it was
Yeah.
crazy. It was because of what the league has been and what we have the ability to do now. And, it was kind of, I feel like really absurdly lucky, honestly, that Vancouver has two major hockey rinks and one of them was just sitting around empty,
Yeah, that is
waiting
Waiting
for a
for
team
you.
to come. Like that's nuts. That's like so crazy.
like the PWHL the league has so many issues with like venues and their teams have had problems with finding venues and things and Vancouver just had this empty arena. It's insane. Like I can't believe how lucky we are. I feel really so lucky that we have that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard for me to wrap my head around that the Coliseum will be ours,
Yes.
We're a little jealous because we know you're going to have your logo at center ice and it's going to be
But
your
I
building.
think the
and it's
Kraken
gonna
are a pretty good tenants though. I get the sense that they're really like
Supporting,
like on the train.
Oh no, 100%. I mean, like I think they're very supportive. I think the organizations like side by side are working really well together. But just I don't know. I haven't really looked into your guys' schedule other than obviously the games that we're playing you. But
we are all about Seattle here.
yeah. But I think for us one of the biggest beefs from the fans that I've heard is that there's a lot of weeknight games. Like, and that's what's hard when you have to share. And I don't know what your guys' schedule looks like, but it's not super family friendly because like a 7 o'clock game on a Wednesday night, you're not getting home till 11, and that's hard if you've got kids and stuff like that have to work the next day. But yeah. So is your schedule different? I mean, I haven't looked, so
We have a lot of Tuesday games, but it's tied with the amount of Saturday games actually. We do have a lot
Okay.
of Saturday games.
Yeah. They're matinee games, and I think that's in order to kind of capitalize on like not having a bunch of NHL games happening at the same time. So if like you can watch hockey and like at noon or whatever, then you can watch like a bunch of NHL games. So I think that's how the scheduling
There's no
has
competition there.
been happened. Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, Saturday we have a number of Saturday games.
Yeah,
and I
they're all
feel
like Saturday at 12.
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that's not our schedule because I could not make
Yeah,
both
we don't
days.
have any like that's funny. We don't have any Saturday midday games. I think there's like 2 or 3 midday games. Our home opener is at 1 p.m. on Friday, which is
Oh.
well, it's the day after Thanksgiving here.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's
okay.
like it's like the
It's like a
weekend,
Saturday.
Yeah,
it
okay,
just
that makes sense.
people I mean, I know when people saw that come out, they're like, "Why is our home opener on a Friday afternoon?" It's like, "Okay, guys, you're not working. Like it's fine. The kids are off school."
Yeah.
But then there's like some Sunday afternoon, like 2 p.m. Sunday games. But yeah, I mean, it's just, I think it's like 2 to 1 weekday to weekend for us.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, my hope is,
Fighting for ice.
yeah, I think my hope is that if we get the butts and seats, over the next year, over the next season, that we'll get a more favorable, we'll get some more favorable nights going forward. So we'll see.
Especially because I would assume that the Kraken probably already had their schedule in place by the time the team was like announced and finding its footing. I'm not sure exactly what the timeline would have been, but like I assume something like that must have been the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of one of
I'm
the
sure.
hard things about starting the schedule so late. Like when the team starts playing like late November, then it's kind of hard because the other leagues have already kind of finalized their schedules way before then, obviously. So it's tough.
Yeah.
Do we have concerts to deal with?
Well, I mean, but the Pacific Coliseum has concerts and stuff
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But
I'm pretty sure like
but the-
concerts must have also been
Yeah,
booked.
concerts, Disney on Ice, yeah, stuff like that. Then we also have to work around, so it's not like, we're the only thing going. That's also not true.
yeah.
Just
But
feels like that in our brains, right?
Well,
Like it's the only thing going for us. Like, why are these other things getting in the way?
Hockey is
Yeah.
the only thing that matters.
exactly.
Music is unimportant.
Exactly.
Hey, don't say that.
I was like, that's not true, but
No,
yes,
we have
I
our
think-
little sing-song intro. You
That's
can't
right.
get me
That's right.
saying
That's
that.
right. We do both.
Okay, so I want to get into because we got to chirp at each other about this. Let's talk about the names. We just got our names, guys. So it's funny because Cameron's episode is going to come out on Monday, and we already we had. I mean, we know the names, but we don't talk. We didn't know the names when we recorded, so it's going to feel weird because we're still calling them PWHL Seattle and PWHL Vancouver, but we now know the names. So
Yeah.
we are the Torrent,
Yay.
the Torrent
The
over here.
torrent?
And we are the Golden Eyes.
We are the Golden Eyes.
Okay, so I want to hear all about like how how did you find out the name? I want to hear this story.
Inquiring mind.
How did you find out the name? Because I feel like there's a little intrigue to this story.
Okay, so basically, we found out the name a month before it was officially released, and I had to keep it zipped. And so did Will.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away how the name reached us because I don't want to get anyone in trouble. But it was basically a friend of someone I know pretty well. And I was talking to this person who also has played hockey in the past, my friend. So he knew this person kind of in that area. And we were just talking about it, and he was like, I know something. I'm in a group chat, I know something. And I was like, okay. And he was like, only my girlfriend knows, and she doesn't care about hockey at all. Like, keep it quiet. And I was like, okay. And he was like, the name. Vancouver Golden Eyes.
And how did you feel when you guys found out?
Well, at first I was shocked because I didn't know what a golden eye was. But then he's like, "Oh yeah, it's a type of bird native to the region." I was thinking,
It's a
"Okay, that's
duck.
pretty cool.
It's a
Like that,
duck.
like a duck." And I looked it up, and those crazy eyes are like beaming straight in my soul. I like that a lot. And then of course, Will wasn't there when I was told, so I had to keep it zipped, and I lasted like 5 days, and then I just accidentally went like, "I know something. Oh, I can't tell you."
I was like, I feel like the
family
twin
dinner.
connection. Like, I feel like
was
there's no
if
way.
she found out, she would totally
I
tell
would.
me, and
I
it would
would.
be it would just be thing.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, that's the thing. I could not do it. I
Yeah.
could not stay quiet for
Yeah.
another month.
That's
so
why I
annoying.
was honestly kind of mad when Joy was sitting there at family dinner, and Joy's like, I know something. It's more PWHL gossip, but I can't tell you.
I'm
And I
sorry.
was really
I'm
mad because I
sorry.
was like, what do you mean you can't tell me? Why tell me you know something if you can't tell me? I was
exactly.
Yeah.
And then I just broke down, and
yeah. Well, then Joy was like, listen, I can't tell you what it is, but you can go talk to my source. I also know the source, right? We both know.
Okay.
So then I was like, okay, went over, talked to Joy and the source in the same room, and I was like, hey man, Joy tells me that you know something. Can I also know what it is? And he was like, oh yeah, it's the name. Joy had told me that it was not important. She was like, yeah, it's not that
I actually
major.
forgot about that. I forgot that's how it happened, actually. I thought I said it, but I guess I
No,
didn't.
no, Joy lied to me. Told me that the name was that the thing wasn't important. I didn't know it was even the name. And then I asked the
Yeah.
guy, so what is it? He's like, it's the name. I was shocked. I was literally gobsmacked. I couldn't believe it. Joy told me that it was a minor thing. A minor thing. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Yeah.
A minor?
She was
You said
trying to
minor?
keep secrets. She was trying to keep secrets.
I was
Literally.
trying so hard. I
like
had this
that,
guy's
that it's a minor
confidence.
thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, after that, well, Joy and the guy basically told me at the exact same time what it was. And they were like, well, we kind of like it. It's kind of, it's fine, Golden Eyes. My first reaction was happiness and surprise and really a lot of excitement, because it wasn't the names that I really didn't want. It was something
it's
else.
We were really worried. There was a whole list of names that we absolutely despised and were worried we would get, like Vancouver Peak. And
Vancouver Tide.
I was imagining a life as Vancouver Peak, and I just
Oh
couldn't do
yeah.
it. So
yeah, I was really scared. But then Golden Eyes, we both like plural names, animal names, and weird names. So we were thrilled.
yeah, that's true.
It's all three basically.
Yeah.
Completely unexpected, an animal and plural. So
Yeah, and it's true because there are no other animal names in the PWHL. It's the
I
longest.
was like, there's not. You're right.
Yeah, and so it's kind of cool because it stands out in that way from the rest of the teams.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
unique,
like that. It's fun.
Yeah.
The logo
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
kind of like
No,
another.
the logo is great. I think that you guys won the logo game for sure. Like when we talk about like the logo versus the name, but yeah, no, I like the logo a lot.
Yeah.
No, you
I
don't. Do you
love
have
the
an
logo.
opinion?
I
Yeah.
like our logo. I like
Okay.
this. So
Okay.
Well, I don't want to say we won. I just want to say I really like our logo.
No, no, no.
That's
It's
the thing,
fine.
like we don't have the chirping spirit. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like
Aw.
I just
Kind
kind
of
of like
like-
I don't want
yeah.
I don't want to
you
start
could
going
tell
like
you
our logo's
didn't start
better.
hockey from when you were young if you don't have that chirping spirit.
We'll get it
Well,
eventually. Who knows?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Once we start playing, I think.
I like because Brian,
Oh yeah, we got to clink
Yeah,
glasses.
clink
'cause
glasses.
That's our new thing when we say Brian.
every time we invoke Brian's name, that it's a little like an 8. It looks like an 8.
Oh, you're talking about our
Our
logo. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And so we're the 8th team, and it looks a little like an 8. The S
I
does.
saw that too. That was kind of
I
one of
like
the
that.
things that I noticed. I was like, why is
Yeah.
the word mark looking like that? And I kind of looked at it from like more of a distance and I was like, it's an 8.
I
Yeah.
actually do. I love that actually. 8 is my favorite number. So I was like,
Oh, cool.
yeah, we
It's
got
a
number
good number.
8.
Yeah.
And it's like if you turn it on side, it's the infinity sign. And
Yeah.
I want it to be forever. So I'm a fan.
Okay.
My wife is coming around a little
I'm
bit.
coming around. So the whole thing with our name is it got leaked. So we knew
But
the
not 2 months.
no,
or
no, no, 2 weeks. No, no. I mean, and that was there wasn't a big
days.
leak. Like you guys, I mean, I think it doesn't sound like many people knew before it got announced, right? But for us, like it got leaked because it was out on the PWHL website and everybody saw it. And so we saw the logo and the name 2 days before the announcement. And yeah, I think at first I was like, torrent. I'm like, torrent? Like how are we gonna chant that? Like how is that
Let's
gonna
go,
Let's
Like,
go, Tori. Do
exactly.
Okay, stop.
exactly.
You're right. I can't say that. Right. Sorry.
Anyway.
Sorry,
We have it on a
Vancouver
recorded
fans.
line now.
Yes, we are recording that. Anyway,
That's going to be clipped
We're
forever.
gonna put a
Oh,
reel out
God.
on
Anyway.
that with the primary tenant cheering on the torrent.
anyway, but then there's like all this stuff about the logo, people are like, oh, this, that, and the other. But what I do really like about it is they kept with the S theme because that's, like all the major sports teams here, like,
Except football.
well, but we don't care about that sport. So have an S, have an S as their logo.
Even though their
so.
S is nowhere in, like, the Mariners have the S and the Kraken have the S.
Right.
And what's the other one?
That's it.
No,
and then
but
us.
Soccer, right?
Oh, does the
The
Rain have an
Sounders?
S too?
I think so.
Oh, the Sounders. I'm sure the
Mhm.
Sounders
Well,
have an
yeah,
S.
but they
Anyway,
have
but
yeah.
anyway, it's just cool. It's cool that they kept on theme with what was going on here in the market too. So and then we and I feel bad for you guys. We got a huge like event for the name release.
My wife
I'm
went.
pretty
It was
sure-
really cool.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure there was like a watch party for like a rivalry series game where they had merch and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was, but there at the actual like announcement itself, there was only our mayor. I will keep our mayor.
We're gonna zip our mouths about that guy.
Yeah, and some team representatives and like officials, but no fans. And I really
Yeah.
felt like,
Yeah.
okay, why is it so corporate?
Yeah, I think another thing was we also didn't know when it was going to be announced because I think you guys as season ticket holders, you obviously had the event, right? So you kind of knew when it was going to be announced,
Yep.
right? We didn't know. I think there
Yeah.
were like tweets and things saying it's going to be November 6th, like Seattle. But we didn't know when. And I think we saw
Wow,
a few
the
places
team
it was
didn't
going to be
announce
9
it?
a.m. like you guys, but then it wasn't 9 a.m. And then everyone was kind of freaking out and we just had no communication about when it would happen.
Yeah, that's one thing
Yeah.
actually, is that you guys seem to have great communication and like kind of like engagement from like the team. Like in Seattle.
Yeah.
Better than us, I'm gonna
I think
say.
it's-
Maybe I'm
I
just
think
going like
it's-
over the fence, like, oh, the grass is greener. But
No,
Well, I
it's
think
true,
the
it's
season
true.
ticket holder, I think the season ticket holder communication has been really good. And I think that they have done a really good job because this is the second season ticket holder event that they've had because they had one, they had a media event when there was like a couple players in town and our GM was in town that they basically had a media event for people and they brought season ticket holders in it too. So this is the second time they've done that, which I just think is like it just garners more excitement, obviously, to get to be in the room, to get to like have we got like I feel bad because it's like ours, our video was like on this huge, amazing screen. And like I saw the video of your guys's and it was like a TV.
it was like a little TV. I know it was like it was in a cactus club. It was in a restaurant. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I don't
I
know.
was really glad that you guys got your big event though, because I kind of thought, yeah, like you did get it leaked, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That totally sucked. So it kind of felt like it was kind of making up for it in a way that you did get to have this really cool thing. And
Yeah,
and
I feel like
I was like really happy for you that you got that.
yeah, no, I feel like that should have been the standard, I think, for like all the teams or whatever, is like a big event where people can
Yeah.
just be excited together. I think that's the fun of the PWHL. That's what's fun about this too, is that we all get to be excited together. I don't know.
I know 100%. And I think that's what I mean. I think like because we've all kind of, even though we're cheering for different teams, it's like we're in this expansion together, you know, and it's like, who
Yeah.
knows, you know, who knows what's next? Like, I don't, you know, and I don't even want to start talking about the potential of more expansion and what that might mean for our
Can't
teams.
even-
I know. Look,
I know.
Bill's face.
Hey, more draftees from BCU. So
That's true.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
BCU.
More room in
yeah.
the league for more players.
Bigger
Well,
talent pool.
Yeah.
yeah, I think
Elliot,
that
Emily Sloan drafted.
yeah, I think that that's kind of the, you know, that's kind of the not, it's not a concern, but like that's the thing. Like now is it's like we had 200 women, you know, apply to be in the draft, and you know, I'm not going to math it out how many actually got drafted, but it, you know, it was a fraction of that, and so it's like we just sure it's something like that, but it's just like it's the fact is that there's just not enough space right now, so we need more teams. So it's exciting to know that the, you know, more expansion can happen, that we're, you know, we're definitely moving in the right direction. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm really excited to see where expansion will take place next, because right now we're in our little foothold on the in the West, and I wonder if we're going to be getting a few more, you know, I don't know, Midwestern teams or
I kind of suspect that a mountain name was withheld from both of us so that they can give it to Denver. That's my little theory.
Oh,
I don't know.
maybe. Oh, maybe.
I think they're
Well, do you
saving
think
the mountain
so?
stuff.
Do you guys think, because obviously right now we're even, you know, Canada and US, like, do you think they're going to try and do that? Do you think they're going to try and, if they place one in one, they're going to try and place one in the
The
other?
thing is, Canada has like it has
We
it's
just have
strong.
we have fewer viable markets.
Yeah, yeah, like it would be Winnipeg or Calgary or Edmonton. Those would be like the teams, because we had a takeover tour game in Edmonton that had strong turnout. I think the problem again would probably be like facilities, interest in creating in starting a team. But I think there are just more markets in the US, and
Yeah.
obviously like more people in the US.
Yeah,
So I could see it really going either way. Either they really do go to those strong Canadian hockey markets in the West out here, or even go to Quebec City, who knows? Of course, I don't know all the ins and outs. We don't know all the ins and outs of what the decision making would be, but
I would think maybe for one further round of expansion, they would try to keep it even, but after that, it would just be the States. I think that's probably it. After that, you would be maxing out Canadian
Yeah, I
markets.
see them going
Yeah.
south. I see them going south.
Well,
Yeah.
then that was a really interesting thing that we talked about with Cameron, is that just the lack of accessibility for hockey in the south part of the United States. Like really,
yeah.
unless you live in a market that has an NHL team, like unless you're living in a city that has an NHL team, like it is not. So he lives in Mississippi, and there's, I mean, nothing. Like he said there was one, like probably one rink in the entire state. So like he
Wow.
said
Yeah.
400 in Montreal. So it's like just the fact that there's just not, you know, it's not accessible in the South. I personally think it would be cool to see it go south, because that would mean that hopefully, you know, there would be more hockey development going on. And
Yeah, especially for women, I feel, because I think about this is not really all that relevant or related, but I think about how the Dallas Stars basically have like a monopoly on all of the minor hockey going on in Dallas. And obviously that's an NHL team that's very much influencing that development. So I would assume, whether implicitly or not, that the bias would be towards boys, because they can funnel into that and become more NHL players. So it would be really cool if the PWHL did expand southwards and we had more of a base for women's hockey as well in the South. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good
Well, Southern California too, and the
Sure.
Anaheim Ducks have the Lady Ducks, and there's a good female presence there, and we've had a couple of our draft picks.
I
Or
I
Lady
think
Ducks?
there's three players on our team that are
Mhm.
were Lady Ducks. Like
That's
they're
really
from Southern California.
cool.
I know.
That's
It's like,
awesome.
Was
I know, we're
Caleb
like,
Barnes one
she was, yes, she was
Yeah,
a Lady
yeah.
Duck.
yeah.
So anyway, that
Basically,
just
if
yeah,
they
that
lived
needs to
in Southern
be
California, they were a Lady Duck.
yeah. Bring more to California.
That's right. Yeah. Well, and that's, I mean, that's the thing, is like there's, you know, there's definitely market on more West Coast market than there is currently. So,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
I mean, that's just kind of like the fun thing is like there are so many places to expand, right? Like there's so much room for there's so much to happen in the future, I guess. And like we're right here in the beginning. It's gonna
Yeah.
keep growing.
Exciting.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So what are you guys most excited about for the upcoming game? Puck drop, season opener, home
Rivalry.
opener for you guys. Come on.
What are
let's
we
talk
most
about it.
excited for? Honestly, not to be like the rally towels, the free rally towel. I want because hopefully it'll have the logo on it.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm putting myself in a merch buying moratorium because I spent a lot of money on merch recently, and even though we have the beautiful new logo, I just can't justify it.
We
But
haven't bought any torrent gear yet, just so you
Yeah.
know. Like
We have jerseys.
we
but
have
Yeah.
jerseys,
torrent
but we don't
gear.
have any torrent gear
We
yet.
have to get a t-shirt for Malcolm.
Yeah,
but
probably for
yeah,
our little one, but
yeah.
Oh,
because he's
jersey, and that was just so much. I was like, okay, I can't buy anymore, but that's why I want the rally towel, because hopefully it'll have the logo on it, and then I can wave it around and be like, come to a game, guys, this is our logo.
Yes.
What I'm really excited for, like Joy said, is a sea of rally towels, hopefully a sellout. Which, I mean, you guys will be helping with, because we're getting Seattle. A lot of Seattle
We're
fans are in the
coming.
building
I was
too.
like, I think our
coming.
seats are already bought from what I understand. So I
Yeah.
think that,
Yeah.
those are gone.
Yeah, but like we're getting close to like a sellout, and I'm really I think even if it stopped now, the building would be full.
What's the
So
capacity? I don't know the answer. What's
16,000.
about
Yeah.
16,000.
Wow.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah. So 6,000 of those are season ticket holders, and then the rest are
Wow.
so I
And is
think
that including standing room only, or there's 16,000 seats?
I think it's seats. I could be wrong. I think it's seats, but
Yeah.
yeah.
but we're definitely getting close to that kind of max number. So I think it's gonna
That would
look
be
really good, and the
amazing.
atmosphere is gonna be incredible, because
Oh my gosh.
almost 16,000 people like right now are gonna be there just for women's hockey, and it's just gonna be great. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's my favorite thing.
Yeah. What are you most looking forward to
At our home opener.
at our home opener?
So just and people will know at this point that we're all going up, because we're giving away 2 tickets. So we've got two extra tickets to the game and two seats on the bus that we're giving away on social media. So just that's going to be out there, because we wanted to bring anybody along that wanted to come with us. But the Women's Pro Hockey Seattle, which is the group that did a huge campaign, 5 years of campaigning to get a team here, organized a section. So there's like 100, I think there's like 150 seats that we bought. We're in section 221.
Come
So
see us.
come see
Come
us.
see us.
Awesome.
I don't think it'll be hard to,
to.
I don't think it'll be hard to miss us, just where all the Seattle fans are.
Yeah.
And then so and then that we're taking 2 buses up. So
That's pretty
we're gonna,
incredible.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And we hear you're doing
Well,
friendship bracelets as well.
we are, yeah, we have a NHL, her name is NHL
Yeah.
fan bracelets.
Aaliyah, yeah.
Aaliyah, yes,
Yeah.
Aaliyah. I was like, her name. And she's actually from the Vancouver area.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's working tirelessly right now to
Working
get
our
us.
fingers to the
I know, she was so funny, because she's like, do you want me to do some like player names? I was like, no, I want all team names. And she's like, well, when are we gonna know? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm so
So
sorry.
now we put the pressure on because we
Yeah.
have the name.
Maybe
and
the leak was
she's
good for
like,
her then, because then she knew, and she could get production going like 2 days
Well,
early. Maybe.
I told her, I said, I don't know. Like, it was funny because we had that conversation, and I was like, I don't want to tell you that that's it. And then it's like some
right,
big
like what
cosmic
if
joke,
yeah, like, oh,
Oh,
here we leaked this,
yeah.
but it's not it. It's this other thing. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but yes. So yeah, we're very excited, obviously. And I think at the end of the day too, like for us, it's like, oh my gosh, we get to go and like watch a women's hockey game. Like and it's our team. Like it's our team, like and your team. And like,
Yeah, I know.
it's so fun.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
You know what I want to do is, hopefully if we find you, I want to make our own friendship bracelets and exchange them, and then whenever we mess up or whatever, you could like laugh at the bracelets and be like,
Oh yes, I love it. And I love the fact that that's part of the culture. It's really funny because like we were talking about like friendship bracelets and stuff. I'm like, it is very much like it is, Taylor Swift kind of started the, the
Yeah.
trend and everything. But I just love the fact that it's like, yeah, like we're all friends here. Like that's really at the end of the day, like we are all friends. Like we're gonna have a rivalry when our teams are playing, and I want my team to win, obviously, and I know you guys want, your team to win, but it's not. There's no hate.
animosity.
Not at all.
Yeah, it's the first
No.
game of the season, It's a very big game because it's the first day of the team, but there's so much more of the season to play after that. So
Right.
Yeah.
How
Yeah, it
is
could
it
be
gonna
a-
feel when you lose the first game of the season?
Oh my gosh.
it could be a
I'm
Toronto
just-
losing to the Sirens first
Ah.
game of the.
She's just gonna be nice to you. Like she's not gonna even chirp back. I know. Like, geez Louise. I was like, yeah, like
Well,
it's Cameron
I
was a
just
little
fear.
chirpier.
I just have fears.
You have fear. Well, I will tell you. So, like, we could talk about this a little bit. Like, my big fear is because we have so many weeknight games that we're just gonna have a hard time getting people to the arena. Like, and the thing is we were looking because we have 4 seats, but there's tons of people that want to come with us, and so we're like, okay, like looking for seats around us and stuff. And I'm like, it's cool because it looks like the lower bowl is pretty well packed with season ticket holders. But I worry that like just because you have a ticket doesn't mean you're going to show up, right? And
Yeah.
so I worry that that's what's going to happen, is that we're going to just not have a full arena for some of those weeknight games because we don't have a sphere. But I don't want to put that out into the
No,
world.
everyone is coming to every game.
Yeah.
And every seat is going to be filled, and everyone is going to be screaming.
Yeah. Also, you can always exchange tickets. Like if there's someone who can't normally afford a ticket or like really wants to
Yeah.
come, you can always be like, okay, have my ticket. You know, it's not like it will only be season ticket holders with the season tickets every night.
No, for sure. And I've
Yeah.
already seen like resale ticket because like when we go to see the bad K-word, team play the Ducks, like we,
When the
well, that's
Ducks
why I buy
play.
resale tickets because it's the easiest way to get the seats that I want at a not so horrible price. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think
anyway.
it's like, I don't know, if there aren't as many people there as you would like, you just have to be louder yourself, I guess.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of thinking that
Pump
as
sake.
well. Like if we go to a game on a Tuesday night or whatever and there's not loads of people, I just have to yell twice as loud as normal, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, totally. So,
Mm.
okay, what else do we need to talk about, guys? I feel like we've covered a lot,
I
but
want to ask, who are you most excited to watch play on your team? Like, who are you really, really excited for?
go ahead, Patty.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
It's got to be Bugs. I'm
Yeah.
really excited to see Bugs play and
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
how she develops, and I just to see the transition and the growth that I think I'm going to see in every game. I think it's just going to be really fun to watch, and I
That's
can't wait to
awesome.
see
She's from
that.
Port
Yeah.
Moody, right? BC. I think so, yeah.
She is.
You
Yes,
have a,
she
you
is.
have- you have a Vancouver girl.
We do. Well, no, and it's really funny. So I don't know if you guys know this. When we talked to her, she brought out these big heads that they had made for her at Ohio State, and like her family has them. So at the first game, like we're gonna look for the Buglioni cheering section because they're gonna have the big heads like her head. So yeah, I know,
That's
it's
amazing.
great.
That's incredible. I
know.
love that.
She's
That's
really
amazing.
excited. Yeah, she was at the press conference with the name release, and I asked her how she was feeling about playing in front of her family. She's like, "Well, I'm going to be all business during the game." She's like, "But afterwards, I'll be able to like talk to them." So
Yeah, it's gonna be a really, I mean, first game in the PWHL, first professional game, hometown. Yeah, that must be incredibly cool. Yeah.
Who are you most
Oh gosh,
excited to see on
I
the
don't know
ice?
who I'm
You could say it.
I can say CJ. Is that
Yeah, you
okay?
could say
I
it.
don't know when I'm
Yes!
gonna. I don't know when I'm gonna
Siege!
see
Uncle
CJ.
Siege!
Yeah, Uncle Siege.
Don't
I
worry,
don't-
as a Toronto fan, I love them so much.
I just don't know when we're gonna see him on the ice. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
because that's the thing with it's funny because like it's hard to be a goalie fan if you're not the starting goalie fan because it's like when do you see your goalie? Because like for the Ducks, like the goalie that I like to cheer for is the starting goalie. So it's nice because it's like he's Dostal. He's normally there. Like he's normally in between the pipes. Easy. But it's hard, it's harder to be a fan of somebody who may not be on the ice as much. So and
Yeah,
might
so
not get to
true.
see
I
as
feel
much.
like it just
but-
kind of makes it more special, like when
Sure.
when
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
When
Hands
Siege
down.
got that first start and the first win, I was in tears. I was
Yeah.
so happy. That was an amazing moment. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
asking Troy Ryan, why didn't you play them earlier?
Yeah.
Campbell was getting tired.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's lots of really exciting players, on our team. And, I've said it and I'll say it again, like the lines, the way they're going to come together, I think we're kind of tailor made by the way we brought the players over. And so it's going to be, if, and Cameron said this and it's true. It's like, it's probably going to be 1 and 2, Vancouver and Seattle. And it's like, but it's going to be who's going to be able to put it together first. You know what I mean? Like who's going to be able to like really click on the ice and so
I actually have a question for Will. Who is
Yes.
the player that you are most excited to see play for Seattle? I was actually going to bring this up on my own because my favorite player on Ottawa and probably my favorite hockey player period is Aneta Teralova, who you of course took in the expansion draft.
Yes.
And I mentioned her basically in every single one of our pods. Like at some point there's an Aneta
So
Teralova
I'll let you know, Brian.
Yeah.
Brian is also a Terra Luna
Yeah,
fan.
yeah. So I guess, I'm whenever I think about Seattle and I do get those little stirrings of animosity, something, I don't even want to say the word. I just have to like when the jerseys dropped and I was getting kind of territorial over our jerseys being better, I just imagined Teralova in the jersey and I was like, she would look so much better in the Seattle jersey than the Vancouver. I like it now. That was how I do it. When I was like the torrent thing leaked and everything, and I was like, do I really like it? I imagined Teralova wearing it. I liked it.
Yeah.
That's really how I do it. That's really funny. I've been hearing a lot about Teralova, so I had to ask the question. Yeah, she was my favorite player on Ottawa. I absolutely loved her. And then of course you guys got her. So like I do have a real soft spot for Seattle because of that. Yeah.
Well, who are you guys excited to see play for Vancouver? You don't have to say Seattle.
I was gonna like, I have to say Sophie Jakes.
Yes,
because I
yes.
really loved her even when she was on Minnesota.
And that's a big
I know,
even though.
but-
Even though,
Yeah, even though I was really happy for her when she won, I guess twice. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just really happy to see her on the ice. And
Yeah.
if I had the moolah for a player jersey, I would have gotten a Jake's jersey.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Joy and I were
Yeah.
talking about that. Also, the NHL fan bracelets person, Aaliyah, Joy and I were
Yeah.
talking about getting more bracelets. We do have some, but they're a little bit small on my wrist, and we're like, I think we're gonna get Jake's ones next.
yeah.
So
nice.
golden eyes and Jake's. So
Yes,
that's
yes.
amazing. Yeah. I think
Is that
Is there
Will?
enough
Is that
for
you?
Golden Eyes?
Is
Sorry?
it? Is there enough room for golden eyes? Like, does she have enough room?
There might
to
be
put-
like a couple colored bracelets and mostly letters. Yeah.
Golden eyes.
That's right.
Golden
You could do it
eyes.
on two different bracelets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to coordinate it to say eyes golden.
Well, that's what we said because we had to do gloves off Seattle on two separate bracelets, and that's what she did for us. So we've got like one bracelet that just says Seattle and one that says gloves off.
Are we
So
wearing those
Yeah, that makes
today?
sense. Yeah.
no, I'm not wearing
Oh,
that
okay.
tonight. Not with my dress.
Oh,
You can do
oh,
whatever you want to do. Okay, sorry, Will. Who do you?
Yeah, sorry.
wanna-
I was gonna say my player, and then I completely forgot who it was. But basically, it is
Oh.
also Jake's. But obviously, as a fan of the Czech national team as well, and the Charge, Vanishova is also obviously a player that I'm super happy to see.
Teresa Vanishova,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was also on that Toronto 6 team that I was going to be a fan of. So it's kind of been, Vanishova from day one almost, I guess.
Wait, so
Wow.
because Siege was also
Yeah.
on the Toronto Six.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we first meet, it'll be a meetup for them as
Reunited.
well.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, so
Awesome.
Vanishova, I'm looking forward to watching her, and Jake's, and I mean basically everyone. I mean, I have all these like player lists and everything. Every single time I look at it, there's a new player I'm excited to watch. Basically,
Yeah.
that's like never ending.
Oh, and of course we can't forget Shanri Bassi, who we really hope got a roster spot because right now she doesn't have a contract.
Yeah,
Oh, she
she's
doesn't.
the only
Okay.
draft pick who isn't signed for Vancouver, so my
Yeah.
palms are a little bit sweaty when I think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we
Well, it'll
really
be
hope
inter-
that she does. That we
Yeah,
really
it'll be
hope
really
so.
interesting to see, and we're gonna do an episode the week before the game, the 21st, that just basically goes through all the players and like gives like just a little highlight of everybody. But I don't even know that we'll have a final roster at that point. Like I don't think
Yeah.
we will. So we're just gonna go through everybody that's in training camp at that point.
Yeah.
So
Right now, I guess kind of the questions are like, could a training camp invite steal a spot, stuff like that.
Yeah, and then we would have another name to memorize.
yeah.
Yeah. I'd say one thing about our team that does give me a little bit of a pause is the goaltending. I feel
I
like
was gonna say because if you asked me whom I'm excited to see play for Vancouver, it's Mashmeyer. So like
Yeah.
that's funny. Like I was just like I think she's great, but
She is,
so
yeah.
yeah.
But
But you guys have an AB situation, right?
I
1A,
think
1B.
I think probably it really because
Okay.
Campbell does better, I think, when she's not being like when she's not the number one solution, I guess you could
Yeah.
call it.
yeah.
But Mashmeyer is also coming off an injury. I think both of them are
Oh.
actually last year were injured. I can't quite recall.
Mashmeyer
Okay.
definitely had that big injury.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was out
Yeah.
for like the second half of the season. That was when Phillips ended up
Yeah.
leaving.
So I think
Oh
it might
yeah.
actually
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
that might be the situation just because I don't want either goalie to be overtaxed. So in an ideal
Right.
world, it would be 50-50.
Yeah,
Right.
honestly, yeah.
Right.
But I think where you guys have the definite edge is in your third goalie slot because you have
Yeah.
CJ, right?
Who's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have
Well, and I don't know that that's the I don't
was
know that
thinking about
that's the
second or
order,
third.
honestly. I mean, I think it's pretty for sure that Schroeder's number one. I don't know between Murphy and Siege. who's
Oh,
gonna
that's
be
also true.
two.
I think I was
Yeah.
just assuming that Murphy would be like the backup, but
Yeah.
You
Murphy
know,
is
I've
great.
heard
He
of
has experience, like
I
more experience.
in the league, absolutely playing professionally. So I don't know. I mean, and I think my guess is that, depending on how it looks in training camp is what the decisions will be. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's also exciting not knowing, like terrifying, but like so exciting, you
I
know?
think like not to just keep harping on the goaltending or whatever, but I think one of the
No.
worries for me is that
My favorite thing to talk about.
Yeah.
We have a goaltender
Yes,
like, painting right there.
like I think one of our invites, I don't know how many goaltending invites we have, but one of them literally hasn't played hockey in the last year or two. Kimberly
Oh.
Dole, I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
think she's
yeah.
played in the last year or so. I
Okay.
think she's like the main goaltending invite who has an inside track to being our third goalie. So I
Okay.
guess I would just be a little bit nervous if we have a goalie who actually hasn't had game experience in a long time.
Yeah.
Behind two goalies who have like injury troubles and also kind of inconsistencies. That's kind of I think the biggest weak spot for Vancouver might be goaltending in my eyes at least.
Mm.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I
You're
have
so
a
excited. You
newbie,
have to
I know.
Worried.
I have a newbie question, and all three of you can answer because I don't know the answer. Is it usual for a team to have three goalies, like not just two?
It kind of depends which
Okay.
leagues you're like talking about too.
Yeah, like in the NHL, you almost have to because someone's
Yeah.
going to get injured and you have to bring somebody up. But there's the minor league that you can send them
that's
down.
true.
They can
That's
get some
true.
time, and we
Yeah.
don't, there's
We
not
don't have a
that's
minor
not
league.
really
Yeah.
here.
In,
So
in the PWHL, it's like reserve slots, stuff like that. Actually, I do
Yeah.
have one crazy, like, are we doing e-bugs in the PWHL? I also had that question.
Wait,
What
are we
about
doing
the
what?
e-bugs? Hmm?
What? A what?
Oh, emergency
emergency
backup
backup
goalie?
goalie.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, a what? I'm like, I have no idea what we're talking about. Like, okay, emergency
Yeah.
backup goalie, got it.
Yeah, basically just like someone who's not a professional who sits in the building in case someone needs a
Either
goalie.
team, either
Yeah.
team. They could go
Yeah.
for either team.
Yeah.
What?
So
Yeah.
This is it. I'm sorry. This is a thing.
Oh yeah.
Yes. It happens
it could be,
sometimes,
yeah,
yeah.
it could be someone just like a university like player, or it can be someone who's
The
just like,
Ducks
okay,
have
wait,
the
wait,
Ducks
wait.
had an equipment manager, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken, which I know Brian will let us know.
Oh yeah, sorry, Brian.
Yeah.
That come suit up. So yeah.
Okay, so wait. So let's say a team has 3 goalies. So you're talking about like all 3 goalies. You've gone through all 3 goalies, and now there's a
No, one goalie might be down at the minor leagues, which could be far away, and then you get up that day and you have your backup goalie, and maybe he has the flu or they have the flu,
yeah.
and then your main goalie gets hurt in the game, and you don't have anyone that can go in that are
Yeah,
right
like
there.
No
during
idea.
gameplay.
I had
Yeah.
no idea. Wow,
Yeah.
this is a.
That's one thing I started wondering. I was like, wait
I
a minute,
know.
could we have
Okay,
a random
Brian.
person?
Brian is our man in the chair, our fact checker extraordinaire, our Buckles. Like Brian figured out for us. Like, is
Yeah.
this a thing in the P-Dub or not? So.
Yeah, I need answers. I
Yeah.
need to know if I can be one.
If he
Okay,
can find the answer, he will give it to us. I guarantee it. He's very good at that. So.
I would like to nominate Elise Huggins, UBC Thunderbirds goalie.
Oh, yeah,
the
actually.
Hugoat to be the not the elite, the elite, and also the emergency backup goaltender.
Okay.
For the Golden Eyes.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I just don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah, we just
And-
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it is. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Hadn't
Okay,
thought of that.
guys. Yeah, no, this is great. I'm like, wait, a couple of newbie questions I got in today. I wasn't expecting that. Like, it's always fun when I'm like, wait, what's going on? You guys are talking about something that I should know. I feel like I should know, and I'm like, I have no idea. So
No, it's okay. There are a lot of fun e-bug stories or emergency backup goalie stories you can look up if you want to. They're
I
really
want to
fun.
look this up now because
Yeah.
that's the most interesting thing I think I've heard all day is that there's a random person sitting in the arena, literally ready to come on for either team at a moment's notice. And I just think
Yeah.
that that's great. Like, sign me up for that job. I'm just kidding. I'm
I
just
feel the
kidding.
same way. I would do that if I had the skills. I would be like, so Vancouver, like
Right?
That's funny.
Funny.
And I've been forgetting to call you guys the Terror Twins. I've really been meaning to call you the Terror Twins like the entire time. And I'm just like, I feel like it's a miss like every time. But I love the fact that you dubbed yourself the Terror Twins and that you're going to play defense, right? Like that's what you were
Oh,
going to
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be a defense pair if
Mhm.
we ever learn how to play hockey.
Yeah.
I
At
was
some
told
point
that,
we will.
yeah, I was told I could play goalie. That was my only option. So,
Play goalie.
okay, Patty, you get the last word as always.
Oh wow, I haven't even been thinking about the last word, but I think the last word has to be almost the first word, rivalry. Man, bring it on. We are ready to
Yeah.
do this. And it's 2 weeks from yesterday when we're recording this, but
Yeah.
I'm just so ready for it.
Yeah.
So
We're ready to start just having games again to
I
chill, you know?
know.
Like I don't even care. Like I just
Yeah.
want a game to
Yeah.
watch. So
Yeah.
Kind of our
What do
feeling
you-
like when the name and logo thing happened, and we had like basically a month to get used to it, and then everyone's talking about it. I'm like, can we just start playing now?
I know.
Yes.
like,
We're ready.
I
Yeah,
passed
Bring
the
it. Let's
discourse.
drop
I
the
need to get
puck.
on the ice.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
where we're at too.
So much.
Yes.
This was so fun.
It was really fun to talk to you
Yeah.
guys for sure. So, and this will not be the last time. We will do a mashup, whatever we're gonna call this.
Yeah, it'll have to have a name, and because
West
it's
Coast crossover or something like that.
West Coast. We could just call it West Coast, Best Coast. What are we
Yeah,
doing?
that's
We
right.
already
It's
have a name
perfect.
for this. We already have a name for this. The group chat. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. This was so much fun. And I cannot wait to meet you in person. And
Yes.
take
In our
selfies
jerseys and
in our
everything.
jerseys. Yes. I will
Yeah.
be. I already have my outfit planned for the Vancouver game. So I'm very
Check
excited.
the spreadsheet.
Yeah. Check the spreadsheet.
Where are your seats,
Oh,
guys?
yeah. Where are your seats?
We are in the lower bowl.
Yeah.
At the end because it was the cheapest season tickets.
We're in the lower
section-
bowl at the end. Same
Yeah,
thing.
we're
so.
section 101.
I think so. Yeah.
Section 101. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
I know we'll run into each other. I'm sure we'll probably have to figure out a meetup place because I think that'll be the best. Like during one of the intermissions, we'll figure out a place where all
Absolutely.
the West Coast, Best Coast people can come meet up. So
Yes. Well, it's gonna be so much fun.
I
Yeah.
know.
With like a little picture of Cameron.
That's right. I know. We'll have to, like
Invoke.
FaceTime him in or
Yes,
something.
perfect. He'll be
Yes.
there. He'll be there somehow.
In
You know,
spirit.
yeah.
Yeah.
In spirit. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Well, guys, it was so good talking to you.
Yeah.
Have fun at the
See you
fashion
soon.
show.
Oh, we will.
That's
Oh,
so
we
much. That's
will.
so cool.
I know. We will.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
And that's the show. Tune in next time for another episode of Gloves Off Seattle.